Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm chatting with Larry Reaugh, President and CEO of American Manganese Incorporated. Welcome back to the show, Larry.
Oh, thank you, Jim.
Larry, you had a press release on your Roche Dabula BC cobalt and gold sampling results Thursday. Could you elaborate on those?
Well, they were pretty spectacular. They were rock samples taken, some in place, some in that was float. They measured up to 4.5 ounces of gold and 2.5% cobalt. Now that's pretty good. I mean, there was actual shipments off of there that averaged up to 6 ounces of gold per ton, and the cobalt averaged 2.5% per ton. So this is back in the early days. This is a very rich area, the Roche Dabula property. They've got very high copper and silver, zinc, lead, molybdenum, and I always considered this to, in all likelihood, is an IOCG. So, as the geologists have said, it could be an IOCG or a porphyry. I lean towards IOCG because of all the different metallic interests that are in there. What does this say for the project? Well, it's still early stages, but we've identified an area that and focus on the property. And after we get the second lot of results out of there, the deep penetrating geochem work, we may have some targets, because it's always been conjectured by the geologists and the government that there is a buried system there, a heat engine that could be, quite rich in these metals. So I'm excited about that. I love that property. We've had it 17 or 18 years in the company, and we've done some work on it, but never give it the focus that I'd like to give it. And of course, right now our major focus is on the recycling of lithium-ion batteries.
Larry, there's been a lot of interest in manganese lately. Bill Joy, a well-known battery expert, has developed a rechargeable alkaline battery that will replace lithium-ion rechargeable batteries. Now, how does this affect American Manganese's shareholders?
Well, the first way that it would affect us is it takes a long time to actually commercialize a new technology like that. But it would be a technology that you wouldn't have any risk of fire or explosions. And so that's on the plus side of it. But how would that affect us? Well, I think we'll have many years of recycling. And this would revive our manganese project at the Tillery Peak in Arizona. If you remember, Jim, we spent millions of dollars when we first developed the technique for treating very low-grade deposits in Arizona. And out of that, we actually produced chemical manganese dioxide from the Tillery Peak ores that we proved could be made into lithium-ion batteries, rechargeable batteries. So, we got our feet in both camps here. If there's a slow revolution going into rechargeable alkaline batteries, we can reactivate the Arizona project, and we'd be the first producer in the United States, or Canada for that matter, that would be producing chemical manganese dioxide or electrolytic manganese dioxide for the lithium-ion battery business, or for the dry cell business, which certainly uses about 80% of that product today. And so I just want to let the shareholders remind them that we've actually got all our bases covered, and it's more of serendipity than anything else. We wouldn't have had the recycling if we hadn't done the work on the manganese, because that proved to be the linchpin from which we've developed a very successful recycling program. And that recycling program, by the way, we've gotten 100% of all the metals back, and it surprises me that the stock is still down here when there's shortages of cobalt, and that somebody's not trying to take over the company or trying to make a deal. We've got lots of interest, but nobody's stepped up to the plate yet.
Activity in American Manganese has turned positive in the past several days. Care to comment on that?
Well, you're starting to see a lot of articles on the shortage of metals, which is lithium, and especially cobalt. And you're starting to see, that Bloomberg's taking a special attention to it, The Guardian, The Economist. There's articles coming out of there. Recently, there's been 3 companies, major mining companies, that have talked up the metals that are used in lithium-ion batteries. As a matter of fact, they're basically saying that this is the way of the future, and in order to be involved, they have to gear up for that. So this trickles down to a little company like Amy, and I'm starting to see a stronger market in the company. And the last several days, or almost 2 weeks, we've been gradually moving up and taking out the offers. And that's a good sign. That's a bullish sign for the company. I think we're starting to get some recognition out there. There's certainly hundreds of thousands of eyes on us. We know that from the work that we've done. We know that from the communications we get from all over the world. And, when they decide to get off the fence and do a little bit of buying, that will change the whole attitude of where the company's going. And so I'm very encouraged with the market, especially since we've had really quite a bearish market in all the markets, including the TSX Venture Exchange, for the last month or so. So, for us to swim against the tide is a good sign. And it shows that these are real buyers that are coming in, and we're still taking out some of the predator trading. They're being offered up. And but in some of the tired longs, of course, you always get tired longs, or somebody who needs money. And but that's okay. The market is handling itself right now.
Larry, for new listeners, can you maybe give us a bit of a background about American Manganese?
American Manganese is a mining company that has a couple of technologies in it, and these were developed for metals. And it also has a website out there where you can find all this material out, called AmericanManganeseInc.com. You can contact the company and myself at my email, Reaugh, L-R-E-A-U-G-H, at amymn.com, or give me a phone call, which is 778-574-4444. Now, the basics on the company is it trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY.V, and it trades on the U.S. Exchange under the symbol AMYZF, and trades in Frankfurt under the symbol 2M.
Larry, thank you so much for the update.
Well, thank you.
We've been speaking with Larry Reaugh, President and CEO of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. We were chatting on August 11th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.